Hello and a warm welcome to all my dear girls and boys in grade 5. We are doing unit number 3 and it's lesson number 4 today. We have completed 3 lessons in unit number 3. Today we are going to start our 4th lesson, lesson number 4. And what are we going to talk about? Look at this. We are going to talk about hobbies. Hobbies. ඔන්න පුතේ grade 5 එකේ මගේ දුවල පුතාලා අද අපි lesson number 4 එක පටන් ගන්නනේ යන්නේ පුතේ. අපි දැන් lessons 3ක් ඉවර කරා. අපේ unit එක unit number 3. දැන් අපි 4 වෙනි lesson එක unit number 3 එකේ 4 වෙනි lesson එක. අපි අද කතා කරන්න යන්නේ hobbies ගැන. What is the meaning of the word hobby? මොකද්ද පුතේ hobby එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ? hobby එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ විනෝදාංශයක්. අපි කරන්න කැමති විනෝදාංශයක්. අපි විනෝදයට කරන දෙයක්. Hobby is something that you like to do. Something that is very interesting and something that you do in your leisure time when you are free. Something that you are interested in. So today in our lesson, we are going to talk about hobbies. And at the same time, there are some more important things that you are going to talk about in this lesson. අද පුතේ අපේ lesson number 4 එකේදී අපි hobbies ගැන කතා කරනවා වගේම තවත් පුංචි දේවල් පුතාලා දුවලට ඉගෙන ගන්න අද lesson එකේ තියෙනවා. අපි ආසාවෙන් කතා කරනවා අද hobbies ගැන. In our lesson today, we will speak a little more about hobbies because I want to tell you what hobbies are and why we are doing hobbies and what we gain from having a hobby. So we will look at all of that when we move on and start our lesson. So I want you to have your pupils book and your workbook, everything with you before we start our lesson. So that is how we do our lessons every day because we have to learn from our pupils book. The lessons are in the pupils book and then we have our activities in our workbook. So teacher is always helping you with your workbook activities. And I have brought you so many new things to teach you, to make you aware of. දුවල පුතාලට පොතේ තියෙන දේවල් විතරක්ම නෙමෙයි. ටීචර් අමතර දැනුමට දේවල් අරන් එනවා පුතාලා දුවලා ඒ හැම දෙයක්ම ඔන්න ටීචර් කියනවානේ එක්ස්ට්‍රා බුක් එකක් තියාගෙන ඒකේ ලියලා පුතාලා ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. So you have to maintain another little book, an exercise book. So the things that I give you, the little knowledge that we all try to give you, you have to write down them and keep them in mind. Okay, so now we are going to move forward and we are going to start our lesson. It's lesson number 4 in our unit number 3, caring and sharing. Come, let's move forward and start our lesson. Okay, now we have come to the happy cloud. I have brought you my happy cloud today. ආයෙත් ඔන්න teacher happy cloud එකත් ගෙනාවා පුතේ. Now this is in your pupils book. Right? And we are going to read and see the new words that we are going to use in our lesson today. Actually, we have used them before, but in our lesson today, we are going to use them in different ways. Right? Now, please look at this. Let's play a game. In your pupils book, they start lesson 4 saying, let's play a game. So we will wait and see what our game is going to be about. Okay, let's look at it. We will see what we can do and how we are going to play the game and what we have to learn today. Okay, right now look at the happy cloud. Now here we have the sentences and the words that we are going to use in our lesson today. We'll have these words. We will have these words in the lesson that we are going to do today. So we are going to just have a look at them and see what they mean. අපි බලමු පුතේ අපේ දැන් අද පාඩමේ තියෙන sentences වල words වල අපි මෙන්න මේ මෙතන තියෙන sentences words වලට එන වචන අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඉතින් පුතාලා දුවලා බලලා ඉගෙනගෙන මොනවද මේ කියන්නේ කියලා අපි දැන් මේ lesson එකට පටන් ගන්න කලින් අපේ happy cloud එක දිහා අපි බලලා ඉමු. This is. Now, in our lesson today, we are going to use these two words. This is, meaning in Sinhala, මෙයා. අපි සිංහලෙන් පුතේ this is කියනකොට දැන් මෙතනදී අපි අද අපේ පාඩමේදී කතා කරන්නේ මෙන්න මෙයා කියන කෙනා. මේ ඉන්නේ this is මෙයා. මෙයා තමයි මගේ යාළුවා. This is my friend. This is my friend. So you are using the two words this is here. It will give you the meaning. In Sinhala you can say මෙයා. අපි මෙයා කියලා හඳුන්වලා දෙනකොට අපි කියන්නේ this is. So the meaning of the word that we are going to use here, the two words this is, will be like that. Then we have he is from, she is from. Now can you see he or she? He is from, or we can say she is from. What does that mean? ඔහු හෝ ඇය ඉන්නේ. Now we say she is from Kandy. She is from Gaul. මෙයා ඉන්නේ නුවර. මෙයා ඉන්නේ ගාල්ලේ. She is from England. She is from Australia. He is from America. අපි කියන්නේ මෙයා ඉන්නේ ඇමරිකාවේ. මෙයා ඉන්නේ ඔස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ. එන්නේ ඒ විදියට පාවිච්චි කරනකොට තමයි පුතේ අපි he or she is from. We say he is from Kalutara, he is from Gaul. Now when we start our lesson, you will understand how we are using it, and we are going to use them, and we are going to talk, and we are going to learn about some new things. Okay? Right. Then he, she is. What does that mean? He or she is. That also we use ඔහු හෝ ඇය කියලා තමයි අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ. He is, she is. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇය. Now we are going to talk about friends. We are going to talk about hobbies. So we will say he is, she is. මෙයා කැමති, මෙයා තමයි කියන අර්ථයෙන් තමයි අපි මෙතනදී he is, she is කියලා පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Then we have his hobby is, her hobby is. His hobby is, her hobby is. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මොකද්ද පුතේ hobby කියලා කියන්නේ? ඔන්න බලන්න hobby. Now we are going to use this new word today. The word hobby. What does that mean? Hobby එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? විනෝදාංශයක්. අපි විනෝදාංශයක් විදියට කරන දෙයක්. Her hobby is, his hobby is. ඔහුගේ විනෝදාංශය, ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය කියන අර්ථයෙන් තමයි අපි සිංහලෙන් එක ගන්නෙ. So that is his hobby is, her hobby is. මෙයාගේ විනෝදාංශය මෙන්න මේක. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය මෙන්න මේක. ඒ වගේ අර්ථයෙන් තමයි පුතේ අපි මෙතන වචන දෙක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Last one. He likes, she likes. He likes, she likes. ඔහු කැමති, ඇය කැමති. Likes කියලා කියන්නේ කැමති කියන එකට. He likes to eat ice cream. He likes to ride a bicycle. She likes to cook. She likes to drink orange juice. That is how we are going to use these two words in our lesson today. Now, before I start my lesson, I want to tell you something. දැන් පුතාලා දුවලා බලන්න අද happy cloud එකෙන් අපි අරගෙන ආපු words හැම එකකම අපිට තියෙනවා special words දෙකක්. We have two special words which we have used all the time in our happy cloud. What are the two words? One is he and the other one is she. He, she. What are they? මොකද්ද පුතේ he කියලා කියන්නේ? මොකද්ද she කියලා කියන්නේ? අපි මෙහෙම කියමු. කාටද අපි he කියලා කියන්නේ? කාටද අපි she කියලා කියන්නේ? When we say he, who is that? It is a boy. අපි පිරිමි ළමයෙක් ගැන කතා කරනකොට, පිරිමි දරුවෙක් ගැන කතා කරනකොට තමයි අපි he කියන වචනේ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. We use she when it comes to a girl. අපි පිරිමි දරුවෙක් ගැන කතා කරනකොට, පිරිමි ළමයෙක් ගැන කතා කරනකොට අපි කියන්නේ he කියලා. ගැහැණු දරුවෙක් ගැන කතා කරනකොට ගැහැණු ළමයෙක් ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපි කියන්නේ she කියලා. He is Nimal. She is Kamala. She is Kamala. He is Nimal. She is. She කියන්නේ හැම වෙලාවෙම ගෑනු කෙනෙකුට. He කියලා කියන්නේ හැම වෙලාවෙම පිරිමි කෙනෙකුට. ඔන්න මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා ඒවත් මතක තියාගන්න තමයි අද ලෙසන් එකට අපි යන්නේ. දැන් පුතේ බලන්න. He is from. ඒ කියන්නේ he is from කියනකොට පිරිමි දරුවෙක් ගැන අපි කියලා කියන්නේ he is from. ඔහු. ඔහු පිරිමි දරුවෙක්. She is from. ඇය. ඇය තමයි අපි she කියලා කියන්නේ. ඔහුට තමයි අපි he කියලා කියන්නේ. When it's a girl we say she, when it is a boy we say he. So you have to remember that. Then once again when we use he is, she is, we take it in the same way. So when we say he, it's a boy, and she, that means a girl. Then here when we say his hobby is, his hobby is, her hobby is. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය ඔහුගේ විනෝදාංශය. When it's a girl or a boy. If it is he, it's a boy. If it is she, it's a girl. Now you have to remember that when we are doing our lesson. Okay? Then at the same time we have he likes, she likes. We have he likes, she likes. එතනදිත් පුතේ he කියන්නේ boy කෙනෙක්, she කියන්නේ girl කෙනෙක්. You have to remember these two words very, very carefully. Okay? So now in our happy cloud today, we are concentrating on the two words he and she. ඔන්න අපි he කියන word එකයි she කියන word එකයි අපි happy cloud එකෙන් ඔන්න පුතාලා දුවලාද විශේෂයෙන් කතා කරා. Now we are going to move on to our pupils book like this. We have something for you. Let's see what it is. Right. Now this is in your pupils book and you have a little dialogue like this. Now the whole of your lesson is depending on this little dialogue that we have here. පුතාලා දුවලාගේ මුළු lesson number 4 එකම පුතේ මෙන්න මේ දීලා තියෙන dialogue එකත් එක්ක තමයි pupils book එකේ පුතාලට අපි දැන් අද ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. So we are going to talk about that first and then we will see what else I have brought for you. I have brought you so many things. Let's see what it is all about, okay? Now first, this is my friend Ruani. She is from Kalutara. She is from Kalutara. She is from Kalutara. ඇය ඉන්නේ Kalutara. ඇයගේ ගම Kalutara. Then we have she is 10 years old. She is 10 years old. Again we have the words she is. She is 10 years old. ඇයට වයස අවුරුදු 10යි. Her hobby is reading books. Her hobby is. Her hobby is reading books. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය පොත් කියවන එක. Her hobby is. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය පොත් කියවන එක. Reading books. She likes ice cream. She likes ice cream. ඇය කැමති ice cream කන්න. She likes ice cream. Okay? So now this boy is giving us an introduction about his friend. Ruani. Ruani is a girl. දැන් පුතේ අපිට මේ පුංචි පුතා එයාගේ යාළුවා රුවනි ගැන පොඩි හැඳින්වීමක් තමයි මෙතන කරලා තියෙන්නේ. A small introduction about Ruani. Now because Ruani is a girl, we have to use the word he or she. We have to use the word she. That is why we have used that over and over again. නැවත නැවත අපි she කියලා පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ පුතේ රුවනි කියන්නේ girl කෙනෙක් නිසා. Now let's look at this. දැන් බලන්න පුතාලා අපි මෙහෙම කිව්වොත් this is my friend Ruani. Ruani is from Kalutara. Ruani is 10 years old. Ruani's hobby is reading books. Ruani likes ice cream. අපි එහෙම කිව්වොත් රුවනි 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 කියන වර්ඩ් එකම හැමතිස්සෙම පාවිච්චි කරනවා. We are using the same word. Ruwani is this, Ruwani is that, Ruwani likes this, Ruwani is from here, Ruwani is from there, Ruwani, Ruwani, Ruwani. So it is not very nice when we say like that, right? So using these words in a different way makes our writing and makes our language more beautiful. අපි එහෙම කියනවට වඩා පුතේ එකම විදියට මගේ නම රුවනි, මගේ යාළුවගේ නම රුවනි, රුවනි කණ්ඩ කැමති අයිස්ක්‍රීම්, රුවනි ඉන්නේ කළුතර, රුවනිට 10යි එහෙම කියනකොට හරි නෑනේ පුතේ. අපේ language එක ලස්සන කරගන්න තමයි අපි එකම විදිහට නැතුව එකම meaning එක දෙන words අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Now here look at this. We are using the word she. Because Ruwani is a girl, we are using the word she. This is my friend Ruwani. She is from Kalutara. She is from Kalutara. Then Ruwani is from Kalutara කියන එකයි, she is from Kalutara කියන එකයි දෙකම එකයි පුතේ. But without saying Ruwani Ruwani all the time, you can say she is from Kalutara. ඇය කළුතර ඉන්නේ. ඇය කළුතර ඉන්නේ. Then she is 10 years old. ඇයට අවුරුදු 10යි. She is. ඇයට අවුරුදු 10යි. Then we are using the word her hobby is. Her. H-E-R. Her. Her hobby is. දැන් මොකද්ද පුතේ මෙතන තියෙන වෙනස? She කියලා කියන්නේත් අපි girl කෙනෙකුට නම්, her කියලා කියන්නේත් girl කෙනෙකුට නම් මොකද්ද අපේ මෙතන තියෙන වෙනස? දැන් අපි she කියන්නේ නැතුව අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නම් අපිට he කියනවා අපි. she නෙමෙයි පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නම් he. එතකොට her කියන්නේ නැතුව අපිට පිරිමි ළමයෙක්ට නම් අපි කියන්නේ his කියලා. දැන් අපි ඒ ඔක්කොම දේවල් මෙතන කතා කරන්නේ නෑ. දුවලා පුතාලට ටිකක් පැහැදිලි කරන්න තමයි ටීචර් මෙහෙම කියන්නේ. Now we are using the word she and we are using the word her. අපි මෙතන පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ she කියන වචනේ, her කියන වචනේ. She is from Kalutara. She is 10 years old. Her hobby is. දැන් මොකද්ද පුතේ? එහෙනම් අපිට මෙතන she hobby is කිව්වේ නැත්තේ ඇයි? She hobby is කියලා කියන්න බෑ පුතේ. Her කියලා කියන්නේ ඇයගේ කියන එක. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය. Her hobby is. We can't say she hobby is. That is wrong English. Right? We can say she is from Kalutara. ඇයගේ ගම කළුතර. ඇය කළුතරේ ඉඳලා එන්නේ. But when we say hobby is, you can't say she is hobby is. That is wrong. You have to say her hobby is. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය. Her. Her book. ඇයගේ පොත. Her pencil. ඇයගේ pencil එක. එයාගේ කියන එක. Her hobby is. ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය. එයාගේ hobby එක. මගේ hobby එක නෙමෙයිනේ. Her hobby. So we are using the words she and her when we are talking about girls. That is what they have. That is why they have used these words here, because we are talking about Ruwani. I hope you understood. Right? Now, if we are talking about a boy, we have to always use he and his. Now, we are going to look at that as well. Now, in your book, you have only this introduction about a friend, but I have brought you another beautiful introduction about another little girl, a little boy, and there are some more friends. We will move forward and see. අපි ඉස්සරහට ගිහිලා බලමු පුතේ පුතාලගේ පොතේ තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ රුවනි ගැන දීලා තියෙන පුංචි ඉන්ට්‍රොඩක්ෂන් එකක්. අපිට ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ රුවනි ගැන පුංචි කරුණු ටිකක්. නේද පුතේ? From where Ruwani is coming. Ruwani is from Kalutara. How old she is. She is 10 years old. Then what her hobbies are. What is her hobby? එයාගේ hobby එක reading books. Then what does Ruwani likes to eat? Ruwani likes to eat. She likes to eat ice cream. So we have a little knowledge about Ruwani. අපිට පොඩ්ඩක් Ruwani ගැන අපි මෙන්න මේ introduction එකෙන් අපි Ruwani ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් අපි දැන් දන්නවා. So that is how we are going to get to know about people. We are going to get to know about friends, our new friends. Now we can talk about our friends in detail. අපිට තවත් වැඩිපුර අපේ යාළුවෝ ගැන විස්තර සහිතව කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. So now we are going to take a look at how we are going to use he and she with another two important words like this. Now come and learn with me, children. I'm going to go to my next slide, and that will be another interesting thing, something new that I'm going to teach you. Come. Okay. Right. Now, children, I want you to look at this. Look at this very, very carefully. Now, our teacher is going to teach you something called pronouns. ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් අපි nouns කියන්නේ නම් වලටනේ නාම පද. ඔන්න pronouns කියලා අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. අද දෙයක් පුතාලා දුවලා මේ දැන් කතා කරපු දේ ගැන. ඔන්න දැන් අපි pronouns කියලා කියන්නේ පුතාලා දුවලා ඉගෙන ගත්ත he, she කියන වචන දෙකත් ඇතුළුව තවත් වචන දෙකක් අපිට තියෙනවා. So now let's take a look at this. Okay? Now I told you at the beginning of the lesson. At the beginning of the lesson, we spoke about he. Now when we say he, it is a boy. Can you see? It is a boy or it can be a man. පිරිමි කෙනෙකුට අපි කියන්නේ he කියලා. ඔන්න පුතාලා දුවලාට ලේසියෙන් දැන් මේක මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. Then we have the word she. Now look at this. Who is this she? That is a lady. නේද පුතේ? ඔන්න අපි පිරිමි කෙනෙකුට he කියලා කිව්වා. ගැහැණු කෙනෙකුට අපි she කියලා කියනවා. she ඔන්න ගැහැණු කෙනෙක්, ගැහැණු ළමයෙක්, වැඩිහිටි කාන්තාවක්, ගැහැණු කෙනෙක්ට අපි කියන්නේ she කියලා. Now look at this new word. They. T-H-E-Y. T-H-E-Y. They. මොකක්ද අපි මේ වචනෙට කියන්නේ පුතේ? they. they කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? When we have a girl and a boy together. අපිට ගැහැණු කෙනෙක්, පිරිමි කෙනෙක්, ಜಾති දෙකෙන්ම අපිට ඉන්නකොට, ගොඩ දෙනෙක් අපිට ඉන්නකොට කියනවා they. right? ගැහැණු කෙනෙක්, පිරිමි කෙනෙක්ම විතරක්ම නෙමෙයි පුතේ. පිරිමි ළමයි ගොඩක්, ගැහැණු ළමයි ගොඩක්. එතකොට අපි ගොඩාක් පිරිමි ළමයි හිටියා කියලා අපි කියන්නේ නැනේ he's කියන්නේ නැනේ නේද? අපි කියන්නේ they. ගොඩ දෙනෙකුට, මිනිසුන් ගොඩ දෙනෙකුට, ළමයි හුඟක් දෙනෙකුට අපි කියන්නේ they කියලා. When it comes to girls or boys, or if it's only girls, if it's only boys, we have more than one. When we have more than one, we say they. දෙන්නෙක් ඔන්න අපි ගෑනු කෙනෙකුට, පිරිමි කෙනෙකුට, දෙගොල්ලොන්ටම එක්කෙනෙකුට වැඩිය ඉන්නකොට අපි කියනවා they. They are friends. ඒගොල්ලෝ යාළුවෝ. They are friends. They are my cousins. ඒගොල්ලෝ මගේ නෑදෑයෝ. They are my relations. ඒගොල්ලෝ මගේ නෑදෑයෝ. අපිට එහෙම කියන්න පුළුවන්. So when it comes to a girl and a boy, when we have more than one people, more than one person, right, we say they. වැඩි පිරිසක් ඉන්නකොට එක්කෙනෙකුට වැඩි ගැහැණු හෝ පිරිමි හෝ එක්කෙනෙකුට වැඩියෙන් ඉන්නවා නම් අපි කියනවා they. Now this is he, this is she, and this is they. They are good friends. මේගොල්ලෝ මේ දෙන්න හොඳ යාළුවෝ. They are good friends. Then look at the last picture. Who is that? කවුද? ඔන්න ඉන්නවා පුංචි මී පැටියෙක්. We have a little rat, a little mouse. That is an animal. ඔන්න පුතේ සතෙක්. අපි සතෙක් හඳුන්වනකොට when we are talking about an animal, right? Sometimes we don't know whether that animal is a girl or a boy. Right? So for animals, we don't say he and she. Unless you know it's a girl or a boy, we can't say he or she. So when we talk about animals, when we are referring to animals, we say it. අපි සතුන් ගැන කතා කරනකොට පුතේ අපි සතුන්ගේ හුඟක් දැන් අපිට ගෙදර ඉන්න අපේ සුරතල් සත්තු ඉන්නවනේ පුතේ. එතකොට අපි දන්න අපේ ගෙදර ඉන්න සත්තුන්ගේ අපි දන්නවා එයා ගැහැණු සතෙක්ද පිරිමි සතෙක්ද කියලා. එතකොට අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් he or she. But in generally when we talk about animals, අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් හැම සතෙක් ගැනම කතා කරනකොට අපි he she කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. We have to use the word it. We say it is. when it is an animal or object. මොකක් හරි භාණ්ඩයක් හරි සතෙක් ගැන අපි කතා කරනකොට අපි he she කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි කෙලින්ම කියන්නේ it කියලා. So when it comes to a boy we say he, when it is a girl we say she, when we have all of them together we say they, and when it comes to animals and objects we say it. So now these words are called pronouns. These words are called pronouns. ඔන්න පුතාලා දුවලට පොඩි දැනුමට දෙයක් එකතු කරගන්න තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මෙතනදී ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ, පුතාලා කලබල වෙන්න එපා. අපි pronouns කියලා කිව්වහම he, she, they, it කියන මූලික වශයෙන් මේ වචන ටික පුතාලා මතක තියාගන්න. Right? So these are the special pronouns that we use. Right? He for a boy, she for a girl, they when we have people together, and we say it when it comes to an animal or an object. දැන් පුතාලා දුවලට he, she කියන දෙක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. එතකොට දැන් අපි he කියනවා ඔහු කියන එකට. එතකොට අපි ඔහුගේ කියලා කියනකොට තමයි එයාගේ. ඔහුගේ කියනකොට මේක අපි his කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ. His book, his pencil, his bag, his cap. එයාගේ තොප්පිය. මෙයා ඔහුගේ කියන එක මේ දරුවගේ පිරිමි ළමයාගේ අපි යාගේ නම කියමු සමන් කියලා. It's his hat, his bag. ඒ වගේම තමයි පුතේ අපි girl කෙනෙකුට කියනකොට she නෙමෙයි අපි කියන්නේ her. දැන් අපි ඒක පාවිච්චි කරානේ. Her hobby is එයාගේ විනෝදාංශය. එයාගේ her bag, her dress, her shoes. එයාගේ. Right? So now for the moment you keep these two in mind. Right? දැන් පුතාලා තාම grade 5 එකේ ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් පුංචි දෙයක් මේ විදියට ඉගෙන ගත්තට කමක් නැහැ. අපි මේක තව detail වට grammar කරනකොට පුතාලා දුවලා grammar ඉගෙන ගන්නකොට තව ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා ඉගෙන ගන්න. දැනට අපි මෙන්න මේ ටික ඉගෙන ගමු. He, his, she, her. දැන් මේ ටික තමයි පුතේ අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ අපේ friends ලා introduce කරනකොට, අපි යාළුවෝ ගැන කතා කරනකොට ඔන්න ওই විදියට තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ. අපි නිතරම නමම කියමින් ඒගොල්ලන්ට කතා කරන්නේ නෑ. We don't use the name all the time, even when we write, even when we talk about our friends. We have to make our language very beautiful and an interesting language to read and write. So you can add these words and be creative when you write. So now we are going to go to our next slide and we will see who we are going to meet. Come, let's go and see. Right, now here, as we spoke about Ruani in the pupils book, I have brought the same sentences for you just to have an idea, highlight the words that we are using, and then we will read it once again. Right, this is my friend Ruani. This is Ruani. She is from Kalutara. She is from Kalutara. Now can you see we have used the word she. Ruwanima කියලා ආය කියන්නේ නැතුව we say she is from Kalutara. She is 10 years old. She is 10 years old. She. Ruwani is 10 years old කියන්න නැතුව අපි she is 10 years old කියලා කිව්වා. Her hobby is reading books. Her hobby. ඔන්න පුතාලා දුවලා දැන් ඉස්සලා ටීචර් කියපු ටිකමයි නැවත ගෙනල්ලා පෙන්නලා තියෙනවා පැහැදිලිව පුතාලට. Her hobby is. Now I have brought those special words that we learned from our happy cloud. I have brought them in red color like this, so it's very clear for you to see. Her hobby is ඇයගේ විනෝදාංශය reading books. She likes ice cream. Can you see? Ruwani likes to eat ice cream like that. I know even you all like to eat ice cream. Isn't that so? We all like ice cream. Okay? Right. So now this is about Ruwani. I'm going to give you an introduction about another new friend of mine. Let's see who it is. Right. This is another friend. Right? So we are going to talk about another friend who is a boy. ඔන්න දැන් අපි boy කෙනෙක් ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. දැන් ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි රුවනි ගැන කතා කරන්නේ පුතේ. ඔන්න දැන් අපි boy කෙනෙක් ගෙන ආවා friend, අපේ new friend. Now we are going to read and see who he is. This is my friend Kamal. This is my friend Kamal. He is from Kandy. He is from Kandy. Now can you see without saying Kamal all the time? He is from Candy. Kamal is from Candy කියන එකම තමයි he is from Candy. He is 9 years old. He is 9 years old. Now earlier Ruwani was 10 years old and now Kamal is 9 years old. දැන් අපි යාළුවෝ ගැන කියනකොට එහෙමනේ කියන්නේ පුතේ නේද? අපි යාළුවෝ ගැන කතා කරනකොට අපිට වෙන වෙන මොනවද දේවල් තියෙන්නේ කියන්න. අපිට තව සමහර දේවල් කියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි හුඟක් වෙලාවට අපි පුංචි දරුවෝ එතකොට ඒගොල්ලොන් ආස දේවල් කරන්න කැමති දේවල් විනෝදාංශ ගැන තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ. Right. So next one. His hobby is. මෙන්න අපි ආපහු පාවිච්චි කරනවා his කියන වචනේ. Now what is that? What is the meaning of that? His. මොකද එයාගේ විනෝදාංශය. කාගේද? කමල්ගේ විනෝදාංශය. His hobby is cycling. Cycling කියන්නේ පුතේ ඔන්න බලන්න bicycle පදින්නයි ආසය. එයාගේ hobby එක මොකද්ද? විනෝදාංශය. එයා කැමති bicycle පදින්න. Like the way Ruwani's hobby was reading books. Now Kamal's hobby is cycling. Bicycle පදින්න තමයි එයා ආස. He likes orange juice. Now see the difference. Now Ruwani likes ice cream while Kamal likes orange juice. He likes orange juice. එයා කැමති orange juice බොන්න. So now you have given 2 types of introductions to 2 friends of yours. ඔන්න දැන් අපි කමල් ගැන කතා කරා, රුවනි ගැන කතා කරා. Let's see who else I have brought for you. There is another new friend. Let's have a look at that. Right. Now who is this? This is my new friend. What's his name? This is Sam. Sam is my new friend. So now I am going to introduce Sam to you. ඔන්න මගේ අලුත් යාළුවා Sam. ඔන්න දැන් පුතේ teacher introduce කරලා දෙන්න යනවා. teacher ගේ අලුත් යාළුවා Sam ව මගේ පුංචි දුවලා පුතාලට. Right. This is my friend Sam. He is from Australia. Now Sam is a boy and I have used the word he. He is from Australia. කොහෙන්ද පුතේ මගේ යාළුවා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ? Australia වල ඉඳලා. This is my friend Sam and he has come from Australia. He is from Australia. So we will have friends from other countries as well. Now in your lessons you will see different people, different friends coming to your school from other countries. To have a look at the Sri Lanka's, to go and visit different places in Sri Lanka. Sometimes you will have visitors from other countries. So at that time, you have to introduce your friends to them and you have to introduce them to your friends. So you have to learn all this. So we will always have different people meeting up every day. As I told you, maybe in the library, in the supermarket, any place you will meet because there are foreigners in our country as well. නේද පුතේ? අපේ රටෙත් ඉන්නවනේ වෙන රටවල් වලින් ආපු සුදු ජාතිකාය. ඉතින් අපිට වෙන රටවල් වලින් ආපු අය ඉන්නවා. ඉන්දියා වලින්, ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා වලින්, ඇමරිකා වලින්. එතකොට අපි මේ රටවල් වල අයටත් අපි යාළු වෙලා අපි ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක කතා කරලා ඒගොල්ලෝ ගැන දැනගන්න ඕනේ. So this is my new friend who is Sam. Right. We'll have a look at him. He is from Australia, as I told you. How old is he? He is 10. He is 10 years old. He is in your class, in grade 5, 10 years old. His hobby is mountain climbing. Oh, now this is something new to you. His hobby. ඔන්න ඔහුගේ hobby එක. විනෝදාංශය. What is his hobby? Mountain climbing. Mountain climbing. කඳු නගින එක. Sometimes even in our country, some of my little girls and boys, they love mountain climbing. They like to climb mountains. නේද පුතේ? අපේ දුවලා පුතාලා ඉන්න පුළුවන් කඳු නගින්න, එක කඳු තරණය කරන්න කියලා අපි කියන්නේ. අපි ඔය සිඩි පාද යනවා නේද? Adams Peak. Then we like to climb mountains, maybe to Pidurangala. There are so many other places that you can climb. And climbing is a very good hobby. So it's very famous in other countries more than in Sri Lanka, right? So now my little friend Sam, he likes mountain climbing. His hobby is mountain climbing. He has a pet parrot. That is something new that I have brought you. Now, when you describe your friend, when you introduce your friend to someone, this is one of the things that you can add. අපි හඳුන්වලා දෙන කෙනාට සුරතල් සතෙක් ඉන්නවා නම්, pet කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම්, ඔන්න අපිට ඒකත් introduce කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ විදියට. He has a pet parrot. Can you see? Sam has a pet parrot. Its name is Peter. Now look at this. He has a pet parrot. සුරතල් සතෙක් ඉන්නවා. සුරතලේට ඇති කරන ගිරවෙක් parrot කෙනෙක්. Its name is Peter. Its. ඒ කියන්නේ කවුද its කියලා කියන්නේ? මේ සතා. Its. එයාගේ සතාගේ නම Peter. Its name is Peter. අපිට පීටර්ට කියන්න බෑනේ heද sheද කියලා. අපි දන්නේ නෑ යා girl කෙනෙක්ද boy කෙනෙක්ද කියලා. So you have to use the word it. Its name is Peter. So you can give them any name. There are so many names now we give to our little pets at home. So you can give the name, give a name to your pet as well. So what is the name of the parrot here? Sam's pet? It is the name of our little pet over here is Peter. So its name is parrot kenekne satek kapiyata kiyane. Its name is Peter. Sam likes strawberries. Sam likes strawberries. Sam මොනවද කන්න කැමති පුතේ? Like Ruani liked ice cream and like Ruan who liked orange juice. My little Sam likes to eat strawberries. So now this is another way that you can introduce your friend, that you can talk about your friend. I have added a little bit more about Sam. This is my friend Sam. He is from Australia. You can say he is 10 years old. His hobby is mountain climbing, a new hobby. He has a pet parrot. Its name is Peter. Sam likes strawberries. Sam likes strawberries. So now we spoke about Sam, and here I have added a little bit more. I have added a little bit of information about Sam. So now we are going to take a look at another slide and another little talented girl. Let's see who she is. Oh, look at this. This is another friend of mine. Mage thawath yaluwek. Now we are going to introduce her. I am going to introduce her to you. Okay? This is Geeta. This is Geeta. Okay? This is my friend Geeta. Me inne mage yaluwa Geeta. This is my friend Geeta. She is from India. Where is she from? She is from India. India වලින් තමයි ආවේ. You can say she is from Jaffna, she is from Galle, she is from Hambantota, she is from Colombo, she is from Kandy. So now my Geeta has come from India. Like my Sam came from Australia, she has come from India. She is 11 years old. She is 11 years old. Now here, she is from Kandy. She is. What is this? She is. That means she is. She is කියන එක තමයි පුතේ she is කියලා අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Right? She is from India. She is 11 years old. How old is Geeta? Geeta is 11 years old. අවුරුදු 11යි. She has a sister. Now here, this is another thing that you can say about your friend. You have to go and ask and you have to get to know about the friend, and then you can give a description like this. See what I have added here? Onna pute. Now we say she is from India. She is 11 years old. Now I have brought you another information about my new friend Geeta. ඔන්න පුතේ අපිට දැන් අපි යාළුවෝ introduce කරනකොට ඔන්න මෙහෙම දෙයක්කුත් කියන්න පුළුවන්. What is that? She has a sister named Veena. She has a sister. She has a sister. ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් අපි අපේ යාළුවට ඉන්න සහෝදර සහෝදරියෝ ගැන නේද? එයාට ඉන්න brothers and sisters අපි ඒගොල්ලෝ ගැන කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට ඒ විදිහට. We can talk about the sisters and the brothers that our new friend has. So those are the information about her, aren't they? They are the information about our new friend. So we have to get to know about all those information and you can introduce your friend like that. Now, if you have to write an essay on your friend, about your friend, so you can write like this. She has a brother and a sister. She has a sister named Veena. Now, what does that mean? She has a sister named Veena. Veena කියන නම තියෙන නංගි කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා යාට. නැත්තම් අක්කා කෙනෙක්. සිස්ටර් කිව්වහම අක්කා වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නංගි වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නේ පුතේ. So she has a sister named Veena. Then my next one. Her hobby is what? Her hobby is dancing. එයාගේ hobby එක මොකද්ද පුතේ? Dancing. She likes to dance. Her hobby is dancing. නැටුම් තමයි එයාගේ ප්‍රියතම විනෝදාංශය. එයා ආස නැටුම් කරන්න. She can dance very well. She can. ඇයට පුළුවන්. එයාට පුළුවන් ලස්සනට නටන්න. She can dance very well. හොඳින්ම dance කරන්න පුළුවන්. She can dance very well. Then she can sing Hindi songs. That's another information about her. She can sing Hindi songs. Now, because she's from India, we can say that she can sing Hindi songs. Right? So that is something that you can add. When you describe your friend, you can add some the talents that your friend has. ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙනවානේ පුතේ එක එක හැකියාවන් අපේ යාළුවන්ට. ඒවත් අපිට මේ කතා කරනකොට කියන්න පුළුවන්. She can sing Hindi songs. She likes laddu. She likes to eat laddu. එයා කැමතිම කන්න ආසම දේ laddu. She likes laddu. Her ambition is to become a dancing teacher. Now this is something new to you. Her ambition. ඇයගේ ambition කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? අනාගත බලාපොරොත්තුව. Ambition. අනාගතයේදී යා කවුරු වෙන්නද කැමති? Her ambition is to become a dancing teacher. එයාගේ අනාගත බලාපොරොත්තුව dancing teacher කෙනෙක් වෙන්න. Her ambition. Her ambition කියන්නේ කාගේද? Geeta's ambition is to become a dancing teacher. So now you have added a little bit more, right, to the information that you are going to talk about your friend. Look at this now. This is my friend Geeta. You can start like that. She is from India. She's from India. She is 11 years old. How old is Geeta? She is 11 years old. She has a sister named Veena. එයාට නංගි කෙනෙකුත් ඉන්නවා. නංගිගේ නම Veena. Her hobby is dancing. Geeta's hobby is dancing. Can you see? When you look at the picture, you can see that Geeta likes dancing. She can dance very well. එයාට හොඳට නැටුම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. She can sing Hindi songs. She can sing Hindi songs. Then we have she likes laddu. She likes laddu. You can say what she likes to eat. She likes laddu. Her ambition is to become a dancing teacher. Then you can talk about her ambition. එයා කවුරු කෙනෙක්ද ලොකු වෙලා වෙන්න කැමති? Dancing teacher කෙනෙක්. Right? So now these are the information. These are the things that you can say when you speak about your friend. Now, girls and boys, remember this, children. Now, because in our lesson, we are talking about my new friend. So maybe at this time, you can say, where you met your new friend. තුවල පුතාලට කොහෙදිද මේ අලුත් යාළුවා හම්බුනේ කියලාත් ඕනනම් කියන්න පුළුවන්. මට හම්බුනේ ලයිබ්‍රරි එකේදීද? මට හම්බ වුණේ සුපර් මාකට් එකේද? මොකද අලුත් යාළුවා දරුවෙක් ගැන අපි කතා කරනකොට අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් එයාව අපිට මෙන්න මේ තැනදී තමයි හම්බුනේ because we are the ones who are introducing our friend no අපිනේ කතා කරන්නේ අපේ යාළුවා අලුත් යාළුවා ගැන when we are talking about a new friend when you are giving details about a new friend maybe you can say where you met that person where you met that friend යාව හම්බ වුණේ කොහෙද කියලාත් පුතාලට කියන්න පුළුවන් මෙතනදී ඒකත් පුතාලට ඇඩ් කරගන්න පුළුවන් so now it's time for us to move forward go to our next slide and we are going to talk about some interesting hobbies we can have as children. ඔන්න පුතේ ටීචර් දැන් පුතාලව ඊළඟ ස්ලයිඩ් එකට එක්කගෙන ගිහිල්ලා අපි කතා කරන්න බලනවා අපිට පුංචි දරුවෝ විදියට මොනවද අපිට තියෙන hobbies අපිට විනෝදාංශ විදියට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් මොනවද කියලා. මගේ පුතාලා ආස දේවල් ටිකක් තියෙනවා. I will give you some new ideas in order to have some interesting hobbies. Let's go and see what those hobbies are. Come. Right. Hobbies for children. Now these are the little things that you can do and little things that you can have as hobbies. මෙන්න මේ වගේ දේවල් පුතාලට විනෝදාංශ විදියට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. දැන් මගේ පුතාලා දුවලා හැම වෙලේම ටීවී බලනකොට අම්මලා කෑ ගහනවනේ when you watch the TV all the time, when you watch cartoons all the time, sometimes your parents get angry and they ask you not to switch on the TV. It's not good for you, it's bad for your eyes. නේද? අම්මලා කියනවනේ හැමතිස්සෙම ওই ටීවී එක බලන්න එපා පුතේ ඇස් දෙකට හොඳ නෑ. එහෙම කියනව නේද පුතේ? ඉතින් අපිට ආස දේවල් තව ගොඩක් තියෙනවා කරන්න කැමති නම් මගේ පුතාලා. So I am going to give you some new ideas, some hobbies that children can have. As children, these are the hobbies that you can have. Okay? Painting. Look at the first picture. Painting. You can have painting as one of your hobbies. Painting කියන්නේ හරි interesting දෙයක් නේ පුතේ. You learn how to blend colors, you know how to add colors with each other, add colors together and make new colors. Then you will know how to blend them, how to paint. You can do different types of paintings. Painting කියනකොට ගොඩක් දේවල් කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. Colors එකතු කරලා අලුත් colors හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා එකතු කරලා ඒවා එකතු වෙලා blend වෙලා එනකොට එන අලුත් පාට ඒවා පාවිච්චි කරන විදිය ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. ලස්සන දේවල් පුතාලට චිත්‍රයට නගන්න පුළුවන්. So painting is a very very interesting hobby that you can have. If you don't have a hobby, you can maybe start doing some painting and you will have a good collection. Right? Okay. Then look at these three pictures. Look at them. What are these? These are stamps. මේ මොනවද පුතේ? මේ තියන්නේ එක එක රටවල් වලින් එකතු කරගත්ත මුද්දර. Stamps කියලා කියන්නේ අපි මුද්දර වලටනේ පුතේ. So these are some stamps that you have collected from different countries. What are these? These are some beautiful stones. Some beautiful stones that you see when you go on trips. You can collect some beautiful pebbles and stones like this. Then what are these? Feathers. Beautiful, colorful feathers of different types of birds. Right? So, what about this hobby? Collecting stamps of different countries. Collecting different types of different colored pebbles. Pebbles කියන්නේත් පුතේ ගල් වලට පුංචි ගල් කැට ලස්සන එක එක හැඩයන් වලට තියෙන ගල් මෙන්න මේ විදියට පුතාලට එකතු කරන්න පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Then colorful feathers of birds. You can start collecting colorful feathers of birds. Now, when you get into the habit of collecting these things, it's very interesting, children. Duala putala gamanak bimanak trip එකක් ගියාම ඒ තැන්වලදී හම්බ වෙන මෙන්න මේ වගේ ලස්සන ගල් කැට ලස්සන පිහාටු බිම වැටලා තියෙන ඒවා. Are we going to hurt these birds or harm these little birds and get these feathers? No. මගේ පුතාලා feathers එකතු කරනවා කියලා පුංචි කුරුල්ලන්ට කරදර කරලාද මේවා ගලව ගන්නේ? නෑ පුතේ. එහෙම කරන්නේ නෑ. You have to wait until they fall down. When they are fallen from the birds, you can collect them. right? When they shed their feathers, sometimes some birds shed their feathers. මේ ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පියාටු හලනවා සමහර සත්තු, සමහර කුරුල්ලෝ. එතකොට පුතාලට ඒවා එකතු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේක hobby එකක් නේ. It's a hobby. So you can go looking for feathers, looking for beautiful stones and pebbles when you go on trips, and at the same time collecting stamps of different countries. Now even in Sri Lanka we have a collection of stamps. මගේ පුතාලා දුවලා බලන්න, එකතු කරලා මුද්දර එකතු කරන්න පටන් ගන්න පුතේ. දුවලා පුතාලා මුද්දර එකතු කරන්න පටන් ගන්න පුතේ. හරි interesting. It's a very interesting hobby, and you can have an album of collected stamps. Album එකකට දාලා ලස්සනට පුතාලට stamps collect කරගන්න පුළුවන්. So one of the very interesting hobbies that you can have is painting and collecting different types of pebbles and feathers and different stamps of different countries. So you can have a collection of that. පුතාලා දුවලට ඒවා ලස්සනට කලෙක්ට් කරලා ලස්සනට ඒවා හදලා පොත කාලවල යාළුවන්ට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. What else can you do as hobbies? How about learning to play a musical instrument? Playing a musical instrument. Now some of my little girls and boys, they are very clever. They are so talented. They can play the guitar, they can play the violin. Some of you all can play the drums. Some of you can play the flute. නේද පුතේ? මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා හුඟක් සංගීතයට දක්ෂ දුවලා පුතාලා ඉන්නවා. You can learn how to. Now those who don't know how to play the guitar, maybe you can get into the habit of learning how to play a guitar. So that will be your hobby, right? So you can have your musical instrument, you can play them, and you can enjoy yourself with your friends and family. Okay, so having a hobby like playing a musical instrument is something very good. Okay, now look at this. This is something very interesting that you all can do. Photography. Photos ganna එක පුතේ. Photography is something that you can do when you go on trips, when you go to visit a village or some interesting place, a forest, a mountain, a river, any place that you go, maybe you can have some clicks of your own. පුංචි දුවලා පුතාලට පොඩි කැමරා එකක් අරගෙන ඒකෙන් ලස්සන පින්තූරු අරගන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Nowadays we all have mobile phones and we use the mobile phone to take photographs, but you can use a camera like this. That's an art. You can learn photography like this, and you can have a collection of pictures that you have taken with your camera. So that's a very interesting hobby. You can maybe develop skills on photography and have a collection of your own, right? So it's something very interesting that a child can have as a hobby is photography, taking photographs. Then we have at the end, I think most of the girls, not only girls, even little boys love cooking and baking. You can have a hobby that you will cook and bake. Some children like to go to the kitchen, to the pantry, and help your mother when she's cooking, help your father when he's in the kitchen helping the mother. You all can get together and cook, or you can bake. අපිට උයන පිහන වැඩ ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් හොබි එකක් විදියට. එතකොට පුතේ baking කියලා කියන්නේ you can bake like things like buns and cakes and pastries. අපි bake කරලා ගන්න දේවල් දුවලා පුතාලා හරි ආසයිනේ පිටි අරගෙන ඒවා අනලා නේද එක එක දේවල් හදන්න. So that is something very interesting, right? So maybe you can try to cook and do some baking with your parents and help them as well. And so that's a very interesting hobby. You can make different delicious food like pastries, buns and cake, and then you can do some cookery with eggs, and you can make new curries. That's going to be very interesting. Everyone at home will love the things that you bake for them to eat. So it's a very interesting hobby. Maybe you can have that as a hobby as well. So now you can, as I told you, these are some of the very interesting hobbies that you can have, like painting, collecting stamps of different countries, collecting pebbles, collecting colorful feathers of birds, then cooking and baking, then photography, and playing and instrument, a musical instrument maybe will help you learn a lot of new things and do experiments with musical instruments. What a lot we can do. There are some more ideas for children to have as hobbies. We'll see. Okay, right here you can even go cycling. You can learn how to ride a bicycle. Bicycle පදින්න ඉගෙන ගන්න එකත් හොඳ hobby එකක් පුතේ. So you have to wear a helmet and you have to protect yourself while you're learning to ride a bicycle for the first time. But it's very interesting. It's something that all children, especially boys, will like to do. Cycling. Bicycle පදින එක. Then, as our new friend Sam told us, he likes mountain climbing. Here, mountain climbing is a very nice hobby. When you climb to the top of the mountain, when you go to the peak, you can see all around you. So beautiful. You will have a beautiful view. If you develop the habit of climbing mountains, it's good for your health. It will make your muscles and legs and everything very strong. Right? You will have strong bones and strong muscles when you climb mountains. So maybe you can give it a try. It's a very interesting hobby, mountain climbing. Then we have reading, a very, very interesting hobby which you all can do because reading will give you a lot of knowledge. අපිට reading කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. read කරලා දැනුම දියුණු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. විනෝදාංශයක් විදියට අපිට reading කරන්න පුළුවන්. So this is reading. Then we have gardening. Gardening is another hobby that you can have. අපිට පුතේ පොඩි වත්තක දේවල් වගා කරන්න අම්මට තාත්තට උදව් කරන්න hobby එකක් විදියට අපිට gardening කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can plant different types of trees and plants and bushes. Right? That's very interesting. And when they grow and when they give you food, different types of food we can get from the plants, fruits and vegetables. So it will be very, very interesting. So you can have a hobby like gardening and help your parents as well. Then, as I told you, our little friend Geeta, who wanted to dance, you also can maybe have the hobby dancing. You can have some beautiful music and you can learn to dance according to the music. I know most of my little girls and boys love to dance. Dancing hobby එකක් හොඳ hobby එකක් පුතේ. You can learn dancing different styles. There are different styles when you dance. So maybe you can learn one or two and you can enjoy yourself with friends and family. Then at the end we have listening to music and singing. Listening to music and maybe singing some songs will help you relax yourself. Right? That is something very, very interesting as a child. If you can do a little bit of singing, listening to music, අපි සංගීතය අහන්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ, රස විඳින්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ, සින්දු කියන්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ නේද පුතේ? So having a hobby like listening to music and singing songs, that will also help you in many ways. Maybe when you do your studies, when you do music in school, maybe when you do dancing, that will be very useful. Right. So now these are some of the ideas that I can give you as children to have as hobbies. So cycling, mountain climbing, then reading, gardening, dancing and listening to music. So maybe you can choose any of these and have as your hobbies. දුවලා පුතාලට ඔන්න teacher ideas දුන්නා. පුතාලා දුවලට මේ දේවල් වලින් කැමති දේවල් තෝරගෙන පුතාලා දුවලාගේ විනෝදාංශ විදියට පුතාලට කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Now it's the time for us to move on to our workbook. We have a workbook activity to do. Because we spoke about a new friend and now we have to write about our new friend. We are going to write about a new friend like this in your workbook. Come, I'll help you to write that, okay? So now it's time for us to move on to our workbook activity in your workbook like this. What do you have to do in your workbook today? You have to write about your new friend. Now in our lesson, we spoke about introducing a new friend, talking about a new friend. And I brought you 2 new friends from Australia, from India. Can you remember? And at the same time, we spoke about Ruwani in our pupils book, and I spoke to you about Kamal. Can you remember? Gradually, I gave you new information about my new friends. So now it's the time for us to write about my new friend. So let's say you have an essay to write. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට ඔන්න රචනාවක් essay එකක් ලියන්න තියෙනවා මගේ හොඳම යාළුවා. මගේ යාළුවා මට අලුතෙන් හම්බ වෙච්ච යාළුවා, my new friend. So now it's the time for us to write. We have to put it into writing now. දැන් අපි ලියන විදිහ ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. පුතාලා දුවලා කතා කරන විදිහ ඉගෙන ගත්තානේ. යාළුවාව introduce කරනකොට අපි කොහොමද English වලින් කියන්නේ කියලා. So now it's the time for us to do the writing. So let's start our workbook activity now. Now, as I told you, children, it is our new friend that we are talking about. Aluteng hamba vecha yaluwa ganane. Now, all this time we said, this is my new friend. This is my new friend Ruwani. This is my new friend Kamal. Api ehema neda puthe katha kare. This is my kiyala tama api introduce kare. Apita e liyana vidiya tikak wenas karanna puluwan. We can write it in a different way. Rather than saying this is my new friend so and so, writing the name, we can maybe say the name of my new friend. The name of my new friend. Mage alut yaluwage nama tamai කියලා අපිට නම ලියන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද අපි ඒක ලියන්නේ? English වලින් how are we going to write? The name of my new friend. The name of my new friend. Without saying this is my new friend, අපි ලියනවා the name of my new friend. Start with a capital letter. The name of my new friend. The name of my new friend. Mage alut yaluwage nama tamai. The name of my new friend is. The name of my new friend is, let's say, Sumali. දැන් දුවලා පුතාලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කැමති නමක් ලියන්න ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ යාළුවන්ගේ නම. Right? Now teacher will write Sumali. The name of my new friend is Sumali. So now we have written the name. Now can you remember I told you when you introduce your new friend, you can maybe say where you met her, where you met him. දුවලා පුතාලට යාව කොහෙදද හම්බ වුනේ? පුංචි දුවෙක් නම් where you met her. If it's a boy, where you met him. කොතනදද හම්බුනේ? At the supermarket, in the public library, in the theater, at the bookshop. You can say anything like that. So we can add that sentence here. අපි කොහෙදද අපේ අලුත් යාළුවා හම්බුනේ කියලා අපි මෙහෙම ලියමු. I met my new friend in the, and you can write the place. I met her in the public library, shall we say? Because now Sumali is a girl, I will say I met her. I met her. I met her. මට යාව හම්බ වුනේ. I met her. Her කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ. Can you remember the word her? I met her in the public library. In the public library. I met her in the public library. I met her in the public library. I met her. මට යාව හම්බ වුණේ public library එකේදී. What else can you say? Right? Now you can say how old she is. දැන් අපි දිගටම ලියුවානේ පුතේ. When we spoke about Ruwani, Kamal, Sam and Geeta, we said how old they are. Maybe you can here also you can say how old your new friend is. So I will say she is 10 years old. Like my little girls and boys in grade 5, I will say she is 10 years old. Now I'm going to use the word she. Rather than always writing Sumali, I will say she is 10 years old. Now remember children, we do not write numbers when we write essays or when we write about our friends. We don't write numbers. We must write the number word because this is a language. We are learning English language. So don't write number 10. You have to write TEN, 10 in words. She is 10 years old. She is 10 years old. Now, how old is Sumali? She is 10 years old. Now, we have mentioned how old she is. Now, you can say where she is from. දැන් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් එයා කොහේ ඉඳලාද ආවේ. She is from. එයා මොන ගමේද අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. She is from Gaul or Matara, Kandy, Jaffna, Trincomalee, Nuwara කැමති තැනක්. පුතාලගේ දුවලගේ අලුත් යාළුවා කොහෙන්ද ඔයගලන් එයාගේ ගම කොහෙද කියලා දැනගෙන ඒක ලියන්න පුළුවන්. So I will say she is from Matara. I will write she's. Now here I am going to write she apostrophe s. She's from Matara. Matara. Matara is a name, so you have to write with a capital M. Matara. Okay, don't forget the capital letter and the full stop at the end of the sentence. She is from Matara. Now I am using here a she and apostrophe s, which means she is from Matara. She is from Matara. Then what can we write next? Now we can add a little bit more. අපිට අලුත් දේවල් ලියන්න පුළුවන් අපේ යාළුවා ගැන. Her school, maybe we can write the name of her school. Number 5, sentence number 5 I will write. Now you don't have to write numbers and write the sentences. You can just write as a paragraph. I'm just giving it to you in point form so that you can pause and you can have a look at the different sentences and learn. Okay, so we will write her school. What can we say? I will say her school is Nelum Mahavidyalaya. We'll write that. Her school is. Her school. Eage. Her school. Her school is. මොකක්ද ඉස්කෝලේ? Her school is Nelum Mahavidyalaya. Nelum Mahavidyalaya. Nelum Mahavidyalaya. Now, sometimes children, when we write on this board, letters will not be very clear to you, but I will, at the end of this, when I finish writing this, I will put a new slide where you have the whole thing that I have written, right? So, it will be very clear to you, right? So, now what can we write? What else can we write? Okay, now we said what her school is. Her school is Nelum Mahavidyalaya. Then, what else can we write? Maybe we can write how many brothers and sisters she has. If you talk to her, if you get to know how many brothers and sisters she has, you can write. Let's say we will write like this. She has 2 brothers and a sister, right? We'll write like that. She has 2 brothers. අයියලා දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවා. 2. Number 2. She has 2 brothers. B-R-O-T-H-E-R. 2 brothers and a sister. එක අක්කා කෙනයි ඉන්නේ. අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් she has 1 sister කියන්නත් පුළුවන්, and you can say she has 2 brothers and a sister. එක්කෙනයි කියලා කියනකොට පුතේ අපිට a sister කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. S-I-S-T-E-R. Sister. She has 2 brothers and a sister. අයියලා දෙන්නෙකුයි අක්කා කෙනෙකුයි ඉන්නවා. Right. What else can we say? Now we can say the things that she likes to eat and drink. මොනවද කන්න කැමති? What are her favorite food items? What she likes to eat and drink, right? So now we are going to say it like this. Her favorite food is. What is the meaning of the word favorite? Awesome. Priyatama කියන එක. Her favorite food is, and we can write whatever food that she likes to eat. So how are we going to write that? Her favorite food. Her. H-E-R. Her favorite. කොහොමද පුතේ favorite කියන word එක ලියන්නේ? F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E. F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E. Her favorite food. Her favorite food. කන්න කැමතිම කෑම. Her favorite food is. අපි කියමු milk rice. කිරිබත් කන්න ආසයි සුමාලි. Her favorite food is milk rice. Right. Milk rice. කිරිබත් කන්න ආසයි නේද මගේ පුංචි දුවල පුතාලා. Right. Milk rice කියන්නේ කිරිබත් වලටනේ පුතේ. Her favorite food is milk rice. Now all this time we have been using she, she's, her, she, her. Now we are referring to who? We are referring to Sumali. අපි සුමාලි ගැන තමයිනේ කතා කරන්නේ පුතේ. එතකොට අපි she, her කියන words තමයි අපි මෙතනදී පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Right. So now we are going to write some more about her. Right. I'm going to move on to my next slide. I have some more lines. I'm going to write some more things about Sumali like this. Right. Now we are going to give some more details about our new friend. What else can you think about? Now maybe we can talk about her hobbies. දැන් ඔන්න අපිට පුළුවන් එයා කැමති විනෝදාංශය ගැන කියන්න. Her hobby is let's say collecting colorful feathers of birds. නේද පුතේ? ලස්සන කුරුල්ලන්ගේ පිහාටු එකතු කරනවා කියමු අපි සුමාලි. Right, we write it like this. Her hobby is, her hobby. Now we are using the pronouns, okay? Her hobby is H-O-B-B-Y. Hobby කියලා කියන්නේ. Her hobby is collecting colorful feathers. C-O-L-O-U-R-F-U-L. Collecting colorful feathers of birds. You can say her hobby is collecting colorful feathers. Colorful feathers. F-E-A-T-H-E-R-S. Now what is her hobby? Her hobby is collecting colorful feathers. Maybe you can say colorful feathers of birds, right? Her hobby is collecting colorful feathers. Colorful feathers. ලස්සන පාට feathers එකතු කරන එක තමයි යාගේ hobby එක. Then what can we say? Now maybe you can talk about the different talents that your friend has. එයාට තියෙන දක්ෂතාවයන් ගැන අපිට මෙතනදී කියන්න පුළුවන්. Maybe you can say whether she can dance beautifully, whether she can sing beautifully, whether she is a good actress. නේද? සමහර පුංචි දුවල පුතාලා ඉන්නවා ලස්සනට රංගපාන්න පුළුවන්. So maybe we can speak about that. We can talk about that. So we can say she can sing beautifully. අපි කියමු යාට ලස්සනට සින්දු කියන්න පුළුවන්. She can sing beautifully. ලස්සනට. Beautifully කියන්නේ ලස්සනට. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L-L-Y. She can sing beautifully. එයාට හරි ලස්සනට සින්දු කියන්න පුළුවන් යාළුවෙක්. She can sing beautifully. Then what else can we say? We can say she enjoys listening to music. She enjoys listening to music. එයා සංගීතයටත් හරි ආසයි. එයාට සින්දු කියන්න පුළුවන් වගේම එයා සංගීතයටත් ආසයි කියලා කොහොමද අපි කියන්නේ? She enjoys listening to music. She enjoys listening to music. We can say she enjoy You can say she enjoys listening to music. She enjoys listening to She enjoy listening to music. She enjoys listening to music. Listening, L-I-S-T-E-N-I-N-G, listening to music. සංගීතයට ඇහුම්කන් දෙනවා. සංගීතයට ඇහුම්කන් දෙන්න හරි ආසයි. සංගීතයට කැමති. She enjoys listening to music. Then maybe you can talk about her pets. Like we spoke about Sam's pets, the pet parrot. So now you can say if she has any pets, you can mention about that now. Maybe you can say she has a pet rabbit, right? We'll write she has a pet. She has a pet. Maybe we can say a cat or a dog, a parrot, a rabbit. She has a pet rabbit. Rabbit. She has a pet rabbit. එයාට ඉන්නවා පුංචි සුරතල් සතෙක් rabbit කෙනෙක්. She has a pet rabbit. Then what else can you say? Now maybe we can give that pet a name, right? We can write its name is Bunny. Its name is Bunny. So now we will write its name. Its name is Bunny. දැන් අපි නමක් ලියන්නේ පුතේ. ඒ හින්දා අපි capital letter එකක්. Its name is Bunny. Its name is Bunny. Right? අපි දැන් මෙතන its කිව්වේ කාටද පුතේ? Rabbit. Rabbit කියන්නේ සතෙක්නේ. So we said she has a pet rabbit. Its name is Bunny. Then finally, last sentence. අපිට දැන් අපේ essay එක අපේ friend ගැන අපි ලියන ටික අපිට ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන් ලස්සන විදියකට. We can conclude our essay or the paragraph that you are writing about your friend in a very beautiful way, right? Maybe you can say, I like my new friend very much. I like my new friend very much. මං හුඟක් මගේ අලුතෙන් හම්බ වෙච්ච මගේ අලුත් යාළුවට මං ගොඩක් ආදරෙයි. Maybe you can say, I love my new friend very much. I like my new friend very much. එහෙම අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. So we will conclude our paragraph or our sentences like this. We will say, I like my new friend. I like my new friend very much. මං හුඟක් ආසයි මගේ යාළුවට. I like my new friend very much. Right. Okay. I like my new friend very much. So that is how we have concluded our sentences about my new friend. Right. So now we have come to the end of our sentences writing about our new friend. Now I will read it once again to you like this. Right. Now you can write about your new friend using different things that your friend likes. You can ask and get the information from the friend and then you can write. Now I just thought that this is a simple way that you also can learn how to write about your new friend, right? So I will read what I have written for you and then after that you will see the slide that I have brought for you. Then you, if these letters are not very clear, you can go through that the last slide and you can have an idea. I'm going to read what I have written for you now. Okay, so we can start like this. The name of my new friend is Sumali. The name of my new friend is Sumali. Mage aluth yaluwage nama tamai Sumali. I met her in the public library. මට යාව හම්බ වුණේ public library එකේදී. ලයිබ්‍රරි එකේ පුස්තකාලෙදී මහජන පුස්තකාලය කියලා කියන්නේ නේද පුතේ? මහජන පුස්තකාලය කියලා අපි public library කියන්නේ. I met her in the public library. මට එයාව එතනදී තමයි හම්බ වුණේ, මුණ ගැහුණේ. She is 10 years old. එයාට අවුරුදු 10යි. She is 10 years old. She is from මාතර. She is from මාතර. එයා මාතර ඉඳලා තමයි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. එයා මාතර කෙනෙක්. She is from මාතර. Her school is නෙළුම් මහාවිද්‍යාලය. Now when you talk to your friend, you get to know about her school and her grade, how old she is. මේ ඔක්කොම තොරතුරු අපි යාළුවත් එක්ක කතා කරලානේ අපි ගන්න පුතේ. Then you are introducing your friend to someone else. So this is how you are writing it. Her school is නෙළුම් මහාවිද්‍යාලය. Then we can say she has 2 brothers and a sister. She has 2 brothers and a sister. එයාගෙන් තොරතුරු අහලා එයාගේ සහෝදර සහෝදරියෝ ගැන ලියනවා. She has 2 brothers and a sister. Her favorite food is milk rice. Her favorite food is එයා කන්න කැමතිම කිරිබත්. Her favorite food is milk rice. Right? Then we can say more about her. Her hobby is collecting colorful feathers. Her hobby is එයාගේ විනෝදාංශය තමයි collecting colorful feathers. පාට ලස්සන වර්ණවත් feathers. පිහාටු එකතු කරන එක. collecting colorful feathers. Now you have to learn the spellings. දුවලා පුතාලා ලියනකොට මේ වගේ ලියන්න පුතාලා දුවලා spellings උත් හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. You have to be very good in your spellings as well. So she can sing beautifully. ඒකත් පුතාලට කියන්න පුළුවන් එයාට තියෙන හැකියාවල්. She can sing beautifully. She enjoys listening to music. She enjoys listening to music. Don't forget the full stop at the end of the sentence. දුවලා පුතාලා ලියන හැම වෙලාවකම අන්තිමේදී full stop එක දාන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. ඒක අමතක කරන්න එපා. She has a pet rabbit. එයාට pet කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. She has a pet rabbit. Its name is Bunny. The name of the pet. Its name. ඒ කියන්නේ bunny එයාගේ pet ගේ නම. Its name is Bunny. Bunny තමයි යාගේ සුරතල් සතාගේ නම. I like my new friend very much. I like my new friend very much. So this is how you should complete your workbook activity. Right? දුවලා පුතාලා මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි workbook activity එකේ තියෙන new friend ගැන ලියන්න තියෙන කොටස පුතාලා දුවලා මේ විදිහේ කරුණු එකතු කරලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. There are so many new ideas. There are so many new ways of writing about your friend. Because you are talking about your new friend that you are introducing. අපි කෙනෙකුට හඳුන්වලා දෙන එකනේ පුතේ කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපිට එයා ගැන සියලුම තොරතුරු දාන්න. Maybe you can write her favorite color. Her favorite color is pink or brown or whatever. You can say that. Then we didn't write what her favorite drink is, what she likes to drink. Maybe you can add all those things and write about your friend. Now I will show you what I have written. Teacher දැන් ලියලා තියෙන දේවල් පුතාලට අකුරු පැහැදිලි මදි නම් ඊළඟ ස්ලයිඩ් එකේ ඔන්න ටීචර් පුතාලට ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම මෙන්න මේ විදියට අරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. Let's have a look at that now. Right. So now to end our lesson, I have brought you what I wrote about my new friend. ඔන්න පුතේ ටීචර් ලියපු ටික පුතාලට මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ලස්සනට ටීචර් ටයිප් කරලාම පෙන්නලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට මං ලියපු තැන්වල පැහැදිලි තැන් තිබුණා නම් පුතාලට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So now this is very clear to you. You can go through this. This is what we wrote in our workbook about our new friend. Right? So this is what I wrote for you, and I will read it once again so that all of you can understand and you will learn how to write about your new friend like this. Okay? The name of my new friend is Sumali. I met her in the public library. She is 10 years old. She is from Matara. Her school is Nelum Mahavidyalaya. She has 2 brothers and a sister. Her favorite food is milk rice. Her hobby is collecting colorful feathers of birds. She can sing beautifully. She enjoys listening to music. She has a pet rabbit. Its name is Bunny. I like my new friend very much. So that is all about my new friend Somali. Right now, I hope you can remember how we use the words her, she, it. Can you remember? We used all those words here. Because we spoke about a girl, I have used the word she and her. So now with this, we have come to the end of our lesson number 4. I hope you understood and that you learned so many things about hobbies and how we are going to use the words he and she appropriately. මගේ පුතාලා he, she කියන වචන පාවිච්චි කරන විදිහත් hobbies ගැනත් අපි ගොඩක් දේවල් කතා කරා. I hope you will have a new hobby. I hope that you get into the habit of collecting things like pebbles and stamps and feathers and all that, and that you will develop a liking of the nature, and that you will like everything that you do and that you will enjoy. So with this, I'm going to finish my lesson here, and I'm going to come back very soon with my next lesson, lesson number 5. Until then, bye.